Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and I'm really mad. I don't even know how else to convey this to you guys. We've had a lot of messages and stuff today. At the time of recording, it is February 26th. And we've gotten quite a few messages from our friends who are also Etsy shop owners who are like, hey, did you get an email about Etsy's new offsite ads? And I was like, yeah, I did. And I'm pissed. Okay, so, quick backstory. My current Etsy shop I've been running since 2017. We had an Etsy shop prior to that, but I forgot the password to the email that I had it linked to, so we weren't using it a whole lot, and so it was just easier to just start a new shop. But since then we've had over 2,000 sales. We have almost 500 500 5-star reviews. I think it's 400 to 500. And we reached Etsy's threshold of exceeding $10,000 in sales in a year. And that'll be relevant here in just a sec if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Sorry, if any of y'all watching this are familiar with my channel, it is so hard for me to string two thoughts together, so bear with me. I got an email today, and I'll read it to you. Introducing Etsy's risk-free advertising service. Online advertising is key to growing your business. I'm just going to wait until the end so we can get through this faster. But it can be time consuming and there's no guarantee ads will work for you. Today, we're excited to introduce Etsy's updated advertising service, Offsite Ads, which eliminates the risk of paying for ads that don't lead to a sale. Which, honest to goodness, sounds pretty good. I've never paid for ads through Etsy, but if I were doing that, if that were part of my business model, that's exactly what you want. You don't want to be just paying per click. You want those, ads to actually translate into sales. So, okay, cool. I'm not concerned yet, said Past Vaughn. Here's how it works. Offsite ads advertise your items on Google, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Bing. Okay. When a shopper clicks on an online ad featuring one of your listings and purchases from your shop within 30 days, you'll pay an advertising fee for that order. Fee on that order, I'm sorry. You'll only pay an advertising fee when you make a sale. Plus, our experienced team of advertising experts manage and optimize everything for you so you can focus on the other parts of your business. Now, I have a few specific questions here. I know I said I'd wait till the end, but it's well, if they click on an ad that was for somebody else's shop, but then comes to my site, because I know that as an Amazon affiliate, if somebody clicks on somebody else's affiliate link and goes through all of Amazon and they're like, oh, well, I didn't need that thing that was originally linked to, but I do need toilet paper. The person that the original affiliate link was clicked on, they'll still get a percentage even though it wasn't for the linked product. And so my ignorance here is astounding. And I'm just I wonder how they're going to keep track of that. And if a person clicks an ad on the 1st of the month and it's the 28th of the month and they just go straight to my store because they've bookmarked it, okay. Your shop is a success story. Well, thank you, Etsy. I've tried my best. You made more than $10,000 USD in sales in the past 12 months. Thanks to you guys, not Etsy. I'm just saying, it's from our auctions. It's from y'all going and buying. Anyways, that means you'll benefit most from this advertising service, so you'll be required to participate. Which right here is right when my jellies get all wrinkled up and I get super duper upset because, you'll also get a discounted rate of 12% for the lifetime of your shop, while most sellers will pay a 15% fee. This update shouldn't have a big effect on your bottom line. Based on your sales this year, we estimate that this fee will apply to less than 5% of your sales. I'm like, math. You'll be able to see exactly how many sales you're getting from offsite ads on your new dashboard, which will be available in a few weeks, and you'll start being charged later in April. You can get more details about this change in the seller handbook, and we'll keep you posted over the next few weeks. So I haven't paid for ads ever. One time I used, like, Facebook was like, you have a $50 coupon to try using some ads. And so I used it, and it didn't work. Like, and I got a bit more likes than what maybe I normally would have, but it didn't translate into any sales. It didn't translate into any increase in followers. Like, I was like, if I had $50, use that to do a organic growth marketing campaign, or pay someone that you can talk to face to face or Skype to Skype, and like have it truly be tailored. If you're not good at social media, take that $50 and pay somebody to run an ad campaign for you, and you'll have much better results, and it'll build your organic come on, brain. It'll build your organic fan base, and it'll actually translate into people who are interested in your product following and buying your product into your store, which is what we've been doing forever. Like, ever since we opened our business, Randy and I have been running our own social media, or having other people help us with it sometimes, whenever we were like, hey, we don't know what we're doing. And so I don't like being required to pay 12% of my revenue on ads that I wouldn't have otherwise been paying for. And Randy and I have spent a lot of time over in some Reddit and Etsy community forums throughout the day, seeing what other people's opinions are, because my first and foremost, my instinct is to just kind of step back and be like, okay, it's easy to feel upset. It's easy to feel like somebody's tugging on this rug underneath me and get feeling defensive and angry, and I'm resistant to change anyways. So just knowing these things about myself, let's step back, let's get some perspective, let's see what people on both sides of the argument are saying. And I highly recommend y'all to go and check out the Etsy community forums and thumbs up any of the comments that you agree with, because that way it'll help them to rise to the top, and hopefully Etsy support will pay attention to what its users are saying. So for most people, for my shop, I'm on the low end. For most people, it has been saying, from what they've been sharing, that it'll be estimated to affect 10% of their sales. Now, a whole lot of this is based on this big, ripe, stinking if. That if only 1 in 10 of your sales translates into an offsite ad sale, then it's like, if you make $10,000 a year, 10% of that is $1,000. 15% of that, or 12% of that is either $120 or $150 a year, which, for if that's all you're paying for ads, that's not that bad. I mean, comparatively, except for if only 1 in 10 of your sales. What if, because if we're functioning on that same teetering if, there's the other side of the coin. What if all of your sales are in some way impacted by an offsite ad, and so suddenly you're not just paying 12% on the 10%, you're paying 12%. That's $1,200 off of your store sales, if you're only making 10,000. If, like, there's so much here that it's like, if they would have just let the Etsy store owners who are making over their threshold of 10,000 a year, if they had just let us opt out of it, like, that would have made, to me, that would have made all the difference in the world. Because it's like the free shipping stuff. It's like, well, I haven't really been relying on Etsy for if somebody searches a product that we carry, I don't really rely on that to generate our sales. I rely on our YouTube, our Instagram, our Facebook, our email lists, our everything we do everywhere else is what, and we can track that too. We can track what was actually generated by Etsy searches, offsite searches, different things like that. And almost all of our stuff comes over from like YouTube or Pinterest, which is mind-boggling because I don't even function on Pinterest. So whoever's touting us on Pinterest, thank you guys. But it's just, I don't like it, you guys. And I'm not good at articulating the minutia of what's going on, but I did want to share with you guys what Randy and I's game plan is, because yes, it's big and scary and I'm mad and everything's changing. I'm pissed off. Oh, by the way, this video isn't for kids, Copa, thanks. But no, Randy and I have always been big fans of having our own website. We use Weebly, but we have a lot of friends who use Shopify or Squarespace, or GoDaddy, or any of these sites. That you can host a website through for quite comparable to the fees that Etsy is charging. After the 20 cent per listing fee, after the fees that they take out, if you're eating the shipping, so that they can hopefully shine their mercy upon you and show you in the search results. It's a whole lot of and Randy and I became our own bosses. We started our own business because we wanted to be our own bosses. We didn't want to have somebody else breathing down our neck. And I lost my train of thought. We've always been big fans of having our own website. So we have been maintaining backtoearthcreations.com through Weebly for ages. And we pay for like a 5-year chunk for the domain. That way it doesn't say backtoearthcreations.weebly.com. But for years, that's how we functioned. And so for free, you can have a website presence, .weebly.com, and set up like through PayPal or just something, having some sort of online gallery. There's ways that if it's just not in your budget to pay a little bit to have like products being able to be listed in your store, you can find a way. And if you have questions, we're here to help you. So as best as we can, or more likely give it a good Google, because that's probably what we'll be doing, is Googling it for you. But and like currently our backtoearthcreations.com, if you click on our shop link, it just takes you over to our Etsy. But we've always been trying to use that as our hub, because quite frankly, if I'm going to be paying the extravagant fees for offsite ads, I'm going to have it go into my own website where you're not paying 12 to 15% of your revenue per item being sold off of, the click for it to come into Etsy, where it's still showing everybody's products. And so Randy and we're leaving our digital content up on Etsy for the time being, because that's something that, while it is eating into our profit margin, it isn't something that we're not having to actually generate a physical product. We're not having to ship it. We're not having to restock it, other than the 20 cent restock fee. So we're not going to shut our shop down, because even though Randy's like, no, yeah, burn it to the ground, I'm not in a rush to burn any bridges. It's hopefully this won't be that bad. But this is the last push that I've needed to get me to start hosting our stuff on our own website, like selling our own products on there. And it's not like I'm posting like 20 items a day anyhow. We just do our auction stuff and then like our craft along kits and different things. So that will just be moved over to our Back to Earth Creations website. Sorry, I'm so ragged and like upset by this, because what was it, like a year ago or so, time is a construct, Etsy had raised their fees and everybody was like, oof, belt's getting a little bit tighter, like things are getting a little bit tighter. It's like, dang, Etsy, what's up? little bit after that, they were like mandatory free shipping or free shipping or else, and they're back there like thugs, being like, or I feel like we're getting shaken down, being like, you're either going to eat this cost or we're not going to list you in our Etsy search results as high as the people who are. And it's like, as much as they called it free shipping, I either have to raise the price of my, like, either you as the customer are still paying for it by my prices being higher, or I as the artisan am eating it. Just big out of hoping to make sales. And it's like, I don't think as a platform, Etsy should be nurturing this, like, this feeling of being hostage and desperation and like, oh, I gotta keep Etsy happy. Which leads me to my next point, that just the other day, Randy and I, so I'm so mad, you guys. Randy and I got an email about our, what's it called? Our ODR, our order dissatisfaction rate, which apparently if you get more than 1 per 100 out of your star reviews, more than 1, that's a 2-star or lower, that's like, whoa, you're on the edge, mate. If you get 2 per 100, you're over the edge. And they send you an email and they're like, you're under review. And if you don't get your act together, we're going to shut down your shop. In so many words. In all honesty, everything's probably going to be fine. But that just made me so angry that it's like, okay, first off, I resolved both of those 1-star issues to the extent that I could. If somebody's upset with a product, like if it didn't arrive or if it was broken or, just any of these number of things, like that's on me to fix, like as the business owner, and I do my best to fix that. But I don't need Etsy breathing down my neck like some shift manager being like, you didn't meet your numbers for this quarter, you better step it up. And it's like, are you guys run by the same people who are running GameStop into the ground? This is ridiculous. So Randy and I are just moving over to our own website. We're going to leave our digital stuff up on Etsy, and everybody else that's going through this, I want to hear your perspective. Like, are you like, I don't see a problem at all? Like, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm upset for no reason. So please share your experience down in the video description or comments. There's links in the video description. But yeah, and let's keep it civil. If I'm a big, dumb, stupid poo-poo head, please keep that to yourself and just like constructively re-educate me, please. And also be kind to each other, please. But I really would love to hear what y'all are going through and what your fears and concerns are and what your plans of action are, because of all the things in the world, this is not going to sink your ship. This is, y'all will prevail. Randy and I have ridden through many a storm over the past decade, running our own business in its many forms that it has taken. And you just, sometimes you have to keep your head down and walk into the wind, but you're going to get through this. So don't let Etsy discourage you. Don't let YouTube changing their stuff discourage you. You're going to get through this. And let's talk about how down below. So I don't even have the heart in me to be like, share, subscribe, all that good crap. But like, all the links to everything are down below if you want to hit me up on social media and stuff. We have our Discord channel are all down below. If you like our channel and want to support it, please check us out on Patreon, because Lord knows that's what keeps us afloat over here. But thank you guys so much for just giving me a little bit of your time, and I really look forward to talking to you. So until next time, you guys, good luck and happy crafting. Bye.